So I got on the scale yesterday, and I was 2 pounds up from last week. And I thought, great, I'm going to have to do another video why I'm gaining or maintaining my weight, and explain that again, you know. And it's just sad, some days, some weeks I'm off the ball. This week, my plan for the week was to go on a date, and I was going to cheat on my date. And I had a crispy chicken sandwich during this date, and that was the plan. That was completely normal. And then a couple of days later, I decided to be sweet, and I surprised a girl with flowers at her work. And I didn't plan anything else beyond that. I didn't know what her plans were for the rest of the night, and we ended up hanging out all night. And she really wanted to order food at her place for me, and she wanted to pay for the meal. And I usually have a really big problem with that because, I pay for like 80% of our dates anyway. I plan most of our dates, and my rule is that if I plan the date, I pay for the date. I let her get away with it because this really wasn't a planned date. And I told her, well, if we're going to do this, surprise me. And she gets Chipotle, and she gets me one of them big burritos. And that one, just the size of that burrito suggests that it's probably a full day's worth of calories for me. I was able to mitigate that by not having all four of my meals that day. But still, I get on the scale yesterday, and I see that I'm up 2 pounds from last week, and I thought, that's pretty accurate. That sounds about right. And I went to work, and I was bummed. And then I started going pee like every half hour to 45 minutes. And I'm glad this happened because oftentimes I explain that I wonder when I have a bad week or whatever, I wonder if it's water weight or how much of it is water weight. The truth of the matter is you can fluctuate, 5 or 6 pounds from day to day easily, based on just how much water you're holding in. You can offset that by making sure you drink adequate amount of water every single day, which I'm not good at. I've got this big old jug in the back, and I'm supposed to drink that every day, but I don't always drink it every day. Just because when I do pee more often than I want to pee. Like the average person pees like one every hour and a half, 2 hours. If I drink that jug of water, I will be peeing every hour, and it does bother me a little bit. But if you want to mitigate it, you drink a lot of water, and you stay away from breads, you stay away from salt, and, I care about my losing weight, but just like with the keto diet it's too much. There's too much involved to plan, to think of, for me anyway, on their macros to really focus that much. For me, it's just staying under 1,200 calories, keeping my carbs low, keeping my saturated fats low. And my protein high. That's the whole base of my diet. Anyway, I got on that scale though, and I was 2 pounds under last week, so I lost 4 pounds overnight. So the whole point of this story is that if you're someone who's trying to lose weight, you can't let getting on the scale and being 2 pounds up from the day before or whatever, you can't let 2 pounds get you down. Don't make that ruin your day. I still do it. It's hard not to, but you've got to get to a point where, it's not, because it really could just be water weight holding you up that day, I know that if I weigh myself every day, it does tend to drive me a little bit nuts, a little bit crazy, because it varies so much from day to day. You can't get a fairly accurate reading, at least I can't, every day. So, beyond my weight though, I want to get past that. So I'm 2 pounds down, I'm 306. That's out of the way now. Okay. I wanted to say one other thing before I get off tonight. This channel is called Goals and Fitness Friend, and if you're starting a new goal, a lot of what doing a new goal is starting a new habit, or a couple of habits. I just got done reading Atomic Habits through Audible. This is not a paid sponsor, by the way. But I gotta say, that book is amazing. I'm going to reread that a couple of times, I think, because it's one of my new favorites. It really is. It will get you motivated. If you're someone who is trying to start a new habit, trying to break an old habit, you know, trying to get to a goal and you're struggling, this book will help you. The only downside I will say with this book is that it seemed like every 10 minutes it was mentioning its website. But beyond that, it's an amazing, amazing story. Amazing book, not a story. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I will see you next week. Stay motivated, guys.